Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Monarch, well, Falcon. It's now called Falcon. Monarch is the name that was used for exit devices. It was phased over into the name Falcon. I assume it's just marketing purposes. The Monarch name, I don't believe, exists really in a catalog. But this would have been the Monarch 19R. It's now, of course, the Falcon 19R. There was a change in design at some point, early, mid-2000s. So let's give you some dimensional properties of this head case cover. That Monarch or the Falcon 19R is just a good, reasonable device. I've sold bushel loads of them, skidfuls of them over the years, and really not a problem with them at all. About 5 and 11/16 overall height of the case. The width up at the top, about 1 inch and 7/16, maybe 1.5 inches. Overall projection, looks like we're right at about 1 inch and 7/8. Okay. Obviously your device push bar is going to come out of this end. And again, these dimensions, because they're, I don't believe it's been the same since day one. About 1 inch and 7/8 on that opening height. Okay, this is going to include the 2 screws that you're going to need to hold it onto the device mechanism. Black and plastic. Now there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page, and from there you can pull up documentation where you will eventually get to the parts list for the 19 series device. And the reason access to that document is handy is because, well, you might need more than just the head case cover. The most common item is, so link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up a document called Service Manual. And what I would do is scroll through that document until you get to the 19 series. And you'll find it about 1/3 of the way through or so. The handy part of that document is you're going to see the part that you need and other parts that you may need. Admittedly, the end cap is very common that we sell. Looking, and actually probably the most common is the dogging mechanism for this. That dogging mechanism is part 13. I know it by a different part number, but part 13, the dogging mechanism, incredibly common for us to sell. Here's why, normal usage of exit devices, crash, 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 over years, open, slam, open, slam. This is a standard duty device. This is not considered anything for, I'm sure it's just, well, I'm not sure that it's a grade 2 device, which means 500,000 cycles. But the point of the matter is they take such huge amounts of abuse, and this is just plastic. So what really gets these damaged is, of course, when people are coming through the opening with carts. Doors, actually it is a grade 1 device, so it's rated to 1,000,000 cycles. Doors opened at 90 degrees, the mail cart comes through, crashes into the end cap, things of that nature, vandalism, damage, etc. So that link to the parts drawing is how you will successfully research and then ultimately acquire the other parts that you'll end up needing for your exit device. Now that link below this video, again to the manufacturer's page, will allow you to pull up the full product catalog, the service manual, other documentation that's there. They have, of course, Monarch, half of the or 1/3 of the product line was discontinued many years ago, the 17 and 18 series, with no parts available, but occasionally we're able to discover parts that are needed that were used on a 17 or 18 that was actually used on a 19. So sometimes there are options in that regard to be able to service those sunsetted or discontinued products. Any questions on the Falcon number 650384 head case or any other Monarch Falcon product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.